So, this is what a cat bite looks like. So, see all the swelling in both of my hands? This finger won't bend. My thumb barely bends. There's puncture wounds. All of these marks are puncture wounds from a cat. One of the feral moms, I tried to bring her inside so that she could see where her kittens were, and she was not having it. And I kind of was holding on to her, not in a rough way, but I was holding on to her, and she sank her teeth in multiple times, all the way to the gums. And I've had my hand in that glove. I soaked my hand in alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, and then put a bunch of Neosporin on it, because I'm trying to keep it from getting infected, because cat bites are heavily bacterial laden. And if you ever get bit by a cat, if you can swing it at all, you need to go see a doctor and get antibiotics, because the bacteria load is so heavy in a cat bite that it can actually damage your joints from the swelling. It takes days to go down. See this? Look at that. I'm sorry my nails are all dirty, but I just took them out of that glove, and they've been in the glove with medicine and stuff, so but I mean, I'm swollen all the way up into my wrists. She got me with her toenails all over my arms, and it happened so fast. I mean, she started to push against me whenever I was headed towards the door of the camper. She started pushing against me, indicating she wanted down, and I tried to override her will, and because I was thinking if I got her into the camper and she could see her babies, that she would go to them. And I was wrong. She tore me up. I can't blame her. It was my own fault. I should have dropped her the minute she started pushing away. So, if you don't have the temperament to be able to deal with getting hurt and still being okay with the creature that did the hurting, don't go anywhere near what I did. Because ultimately it was not her fault, it was mine. I should have let her go the minute she started telling me to let her go. But Dot, my wonderful kitty cat that helps take care of all these babies, that disappeared. She went outside night before last. She got out of the nest and went outside, which is not uncommon, because she normally goes out for a few minutes before she comes back in to spend all night with the kittens. And she never came back. I've been looking, and I've tried to let neighbors know, to look and see if they would check their barns and sheds and stuff to see, and if anybody had traps or anything out, if they would look. Because all these babies, they really need, because I don't have the money to pay for getting everybody their shots, because it's like $40 a piece to get everybody They're kitten shots. And they need to be nursed as long as I can by mom for the, built-in antibodies that the mom passes on to the babies. And, because without that, there's a good chance that there's going to be a illness run through and take all of these, reality. The odds are high that all of these babies are going to get sick here very soon and die one by one, and I'm going to have to sit here and watch it and sit with them, and there's nothing I can do. I've been trying to make this video for 2 days and I can't get through without crying. So, but like I said, if you get bit by a cat, if you can afford to go to a doctor, you need to go see a doctor and get antibiotics, get a tetanus shot, do all those things that you need to do whenever you get injured. I can't afford it. I do know the cat, so I can keep an eye on her, and if she starts displaying any signs of rabies or anything like that, I can act accordingly come that time. I have to keep an eye on her for the next 10 days, make sure she's not looking sick and not acting sick. And pretty much all I can do right now is just wait it out. It's gonna, the hand and stuff, well, this is the first time I'm gonna have to go without having antibiotics to deal with this, because, being a rescuer, it's not the first time I've been bit. But, it is going to be the first time that I don't have medicine. I'm not able to go get antibiotics to help the swelling and infection be staved off. So, I figure, I'll keep you guys apprised of what's going on. Sorry. And, we'll see what happens. But, see, all of this, these are all bite marks. You can see her teeth marks. That was a big one. It was deep. I was looking at her whenever she was biting me. And, she was buried up to the gums. Her fangs were buried up to the gums in my hand here and here. I've been kind of trying to, I kept them in the glove to keep the wounds from sealing over, because with puncture wounds, the surface can heal quick, and then the interior of the wound develops, will get pus and stuff in it. And it can cause abscesses and all kinds of problems. These joints right here, the actual joints themselves are swollen underneath. This is not just skin, it's the soft tissue, cartilage in your bones swells from this as well. And, yeah, it's not fun. I am very much a proponent of going the gentle route with kitty cats, and especially if they've never experienced hands. I don't like gloves on them. I'd rather go slow and steady and get them trained, or get them used to your hands in a very natural, passive way. But I jumped the gun because Dot disappeared, and I was trying to save the kittens, because I lost one of the little ones, one of the flood babies last night. And, just in this a little over 24 hours since they haven't been having mom's antibodies in their milk. They're already showing signs of upper respiratory infections and stuff. So I was desperate. I pushed it. I tried to make the feral girl come inside whenever she was not ready for it. But I was just desperate to try to save the babies. And I went too far, too fast. So, anyway, I hope you guys are having a better day than I am right now. And I will talk to you later.